What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another Escape From Tarkov video, and I'm back with Market Mondays, the show where I show you guys what to sell when during the wipe so that you guys are making the most money out of your raids. Now, today I have a special Labs edition because most of the items that I'm going to be showing you can be found on Labs. They can be found in all the maps, but today I want to focus on stims, meds, and valuable rare items. As always, I stream on Twitch. If you guys like this video, you can always toss a like and subscribe if you want to stick around. These videos are really helpful, especially early on in the wipe when things are fluctuating in price a lot. And I make it every Monday. I also have a giveaway going away where I'm going to be giving one of you guys a free EOD account. You have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel and following my Twitch. So giveaway details are down below. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so I have a backpack here that I've kind of set up as if I were to have just gotten out of a Labs raid with one of almost every item that I feel like you would get in Labs. You can also find this stuff around Shoreline and a bunch of the other maps, but majority of this stuff is found on Labs very often. So I want to go over what I would do in terms of selling all these items, what you want to sell the therapist, and what you want to sell on the flea market. So first we'll just control click all this out of my inventory. Da-dee-da-dee-doo. Now, some of these items I've just bought just for, like, you know, video sake, so some of them aren't found in raid, so I won't be able to sell them on the flea market, but you'll get the point anyways. So, first off, the things that I would sell to therapist would be, I would definitely sell all of the statues. So lions aren't going for that much on the flea market right now, so I would sell the statues. The cat is not going, excuse me. The cat is not going for much on the flea market either, so I would sell that. I would sell the raven figurine, and I would sell the gold neck chain. So those are all of the things that I would sell to therapists from the valuable section. So basically any gold loot spawns, so like any statue, trophies, vases, all that goes to therapist right away. So that's done. Now, in terms of heals, now you have a couple choices here. Full Saliwa kits you can sell on the flea market for about 23,000. I tend to typically just keep them because I use Saliwas in my raids, but you can definitely sell them if you want. Now I sell IFAKs to therapists because I don't use IFAKs, I use Saliwas. And as always, guys, this is like my opinion, right? Like if you guys use IFAKs, go ahead and keep them. But I sell them for about 9.93 to therapists because they only sell for about 9,000 on the flea market anyways, so I just go ahead and sell all my IFAKs to therapist. Now, Serve 12s, if you use Serve 12s, you can definitely use them. I'm more of a CMS guy when it comes to playing Labs, but I will use Serve 12s occasionally. You can sell these on the flea market for about 30,000 if they're full, and that's a little bit more than what therapists will give you, so I'll just go ahead and sell that. I have a bunch of them anyways. Now, Immobilizing Splints, I would definitely not sell these to therapists because you don't get what you can get for them. Even though you don't get a lot, even on the flea market, I would just go ahead and sell them on the flea market, 10k. Usually sit around 10k. Sometimes they can be up to about 16, depends on how many are in the loot pools and how many people are actually selling them. Cms Kits, I wouldn't sell to therapists. I would sell on the flea market unless you decide to keep it. You can sell these for around 23k. And don't worry, we'll get into the stims. Now, Golden Star. Golden Star definitely don't sell to therapist. Either keep it, use it, or sell it on the flea market. It goes for about 107k if it's full. I just keep them because I use them, and yeah, that's basically the only explanation I need. Ibuprofen you could also sell on the flea market. I would not sell them to therapists. You get way more money for them on the flea market, as well as like Augmentin. That's another like bottled thing that looks like ibuprofen as well. Sell that on the flea market also. You make a nice little pretty penny. I'm gonna keep these not because I use them, but because I use them for a Propital craft in the hideout. So I keep those and I use them as a Propital craft. So those are valuable to me. So now grenades. So grenades, you definitely want to be selling your grenades in my opinion, on the flea market. So if you just get out of a raid, Vogs, for instance, you definitely want to sell 14k unless you plan on just stacking up a ton of Vogs. I sell them, and I also sell my F1 grenades as well. And the reason being is because I can buy F1 grenades for 7,630, but I can sell them for around 9,000. So I am paying a little bit in the fee, but it's still slight profit over a bunch of grenades. If you have like 50 grenades that you can all sell at the flea market at one time for 9K, you're going to make a lot of money in just that margin, especially when you just buy them back off of Prapor later on. So stims, let's talk about the stims. So the main stims that you're going to be wanting to keep are the ETG, the SJ6, the Antidote, the Mule, Propitols, and Meldonin. So all the stims up at the top here, I would just go ahead and sell to Therapist. So that's the Obdolbus, the SJ1, the 3B, the L1, the AHF1, the Morphines, P22, and Zagustin. Also Adrenaline. I forgot I didn't have Adrenaline, but that's in this category here. This is just all Therapist sells. These ones down here I would sell on the flea market because you get a lot more money for them. So try to remember those 6 if you can. The ETG Green Stim, the SJ6, the XTJ or XTG, which is the Antidote, the Mule, the Propitol, and the Meldonin. Now you get a lot more money for those ones on the flea market than you would get from Therapist. So Meldonin sells for to Therapist for 27K. You can sell it for 36 on the flea. Propitol only 10K. You can sell for about 24 on the flea. Mules definitely make a lot more money on the flea market. 58K versus 21 to Therapist. Antidotes you can sell for around 60K depending on where the market's at. Right now it's about 40. SJ6s sell for about 60K sometimes, but right now they're around 40, but they do go up and it's more money than Therapist will give you. And the ETGs are quite valuable, so these only sell to 18K to Therapist, but 60K on the flea market upwards. Everything else, you're getting about the same amount of money as you would to Therapist. So the Obdolbus sells to Therapist for 29, sells on the flea for 29. The SJ1 sells to 17, you can sell for 26, but I would still recommend just selling it. If you sell it on the flea market, it's okay. Some of these are like a little bit interchangeable, so sometimes their price will go higher, but the rest of these, they definitely only just sell for their price. So 15K. This one, L1s sell for 18K, even less sometimes. So all of these ones I would just sell on the flea market. So maybe this pink stem you might want to sell on the flea market, whereas the rest of these I would just sell to Therapist. So we're just going to get rid of all these to Therapist. And these are the ones that I would sell on the flea market, but the SJ1 is like a maybe. So check the price on the purple stem, the SJ1, because you might want to sell it on the flea market, you might not, but I would definitely sell the rest of them on Therapist and sell the ones at the bottom on the flea market. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope this helped you out. I hope this helped you learn what kind of stems are worth money and what kind of items you should be keeping and selling when it comes to labs type items. As always, I have a giveaway. I have a Twitch down below. In order to enter the giveaway for the EOD account, you have to be following my Twitch. I'd love it if you come and said hi, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace, people.